holidays for school and college students are a time bearing the promise of relaxation, but for many, the holidays also open the door for socially debilitating activities. Drinking alcohol is used as a social lubricant, but because alcohol loosens one's inhibitions, many are tempted into having their first sexual encounters. Studies have shown that many young people become sexually active in their early teens, between 14 to 15 years of age, a factor that could result in devastating consequences for them. According to the Kenya AIDS Institute study survey, young people form half of all new HIV infections in Kenya.
We know that the Kenya AIDS indicator survey has shown that perception of HIV risk among Kenyans is low, and the youth are not an exception.
These are peer educators being trained on behavior change communication at the Ray Project Youth Center in Ongata Rongai. They are between 12 and 24 years of age.
We are trying to help them to raise their perceptions of risk so that they can adopt safe behavior.
The HIV Youth Center, established in 2004, targets the youth in or out of school, especially those hardest to reach. Its overall aim is to reduce the impact of HIV and AIDS among young people through behavior change communication, reducing the level of HIV infection, enhancing access to youth-friendly services, including VCT centers, treatment for opportunistic infections and sexually transmitted diseases, and access to antiretroviral therapy.
RAY means responding to AIDS among the youth.
The hope in RAY is that by reaching young people, they can effect change in the age group where most new infections occur.
It's very risky to lack information, and it's good to, like, if you know you can get information from any center that you'll find youth. It's the high time for them to go learn much things, because it's not only HIV and AIDS things or HIV and AIDS programs that you learn.
We mobilize the youth through using the existing community structures, so they are able to refer youth groups to this center because they are aware of our activities. We also work very closely with faith-based organizations, that is churches around, and therefore they are able to inform their youth on the services that they can get from here.
When doing things, they normally think they are doing the right thing. Yes, until they come to this center.
Parents are an important part in shaping the behavior of their children and bridging the gap of communication when it comes to matters of information on the spread of HIV and prevention strategies, in part by encouraging their children to be part of youth centers spearheading anti-HIV AIDS activities.
I'm able to communicate freely.
Her daughter Pauline has been trained as a peer educator and VCT counselor after joining the Ray Project Youth Center.
It helps people. Maybe you don't have to go to do things that are not good. Maybe go rave, hang out with friends, which are maybe it's a bad idea.
An idle mind is a devil's workshop. So by being here, I keep my mind occupied, do things that are able to benefit me as a person and also the community.
The center has its own share of success.
Because so many of them knew me since I was in primary school. So they knew this bad boy of the streets. Kijana anapenda vita sana. But nowadays, it's nothing.
The young people who join centers such as the Ray Center are able to carry the information they receive there into their communities, spreading the right kind of information about HIV and AIDS prevention.
Youth are people who are growing, and they have this attitude of them in them. So a change of attitude, change of behavior in a Kongani, as long as you have somewhere that you're getting people who are like you're sharing things in common which are positive.
You will understand what is HIV/AIDS.
After getting the key fact on HIV/AIDS, they engage in recreation activities like sports, dance, and music. It is a drop-in youth center that targets youth living within Kajiado North. The center continues to play a critical role in providing information, coordination of youth activities with stock on youth-friendly messages, in general, information on HIV/AIDS, including transmission, prevalence, and impact of AIDS. Designing effective programs for the youth is not easy. The youth are faced with very many special constraints in adapting safe behavior. They are sometimes hard to reach, especially the ones who are out of school. But information on HIV/AIDS is what they desire in order to reduce the high infection rate amongst them from rising day by day. Zipporah Kavani, KTN, Ray Center, Ongata Rongai.